Alola DapperDraBy here, and today we are bringing you the stag beetle himself, that electric, I don't know, beetle, that electric bug that's running amok is Vikavolt-GX, which has Charge Beam as its first attack, attach an energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Super Zap Cannon, which does 180 damage, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. And then Gigatron GX, attack does 60 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And that's good if you want to spread some damage, which we do have a Koko in here. If we could, we can possibly use Gigatron if we're going to take out a bunch of basics. But it takes like 2 turns to do that, and it'd be a multiple at one time. So in every Vikavolt deck, we have the standard 4 Grubbins, which is a grass type, which I was debating on playing Forest of Giant Plants, but in testing, having that and rare candies, I could never use Forest right away to be able to get a Vikavolt turn 2. I have in like personal testing with my actual cards, but on TCGO, it never happens where I can get Grubbin, Charjabug, Forest all in the same turn. It never happened. And then we have 3 Charjabugs, and the reason why we chose 3 over 2, even though we do still have 4 rare candies, is this Alolan Vulpix down here. We have Beacon. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. That works super well by grabbing after you get some Grubbins down. Ideal turn 1 is to Ultra Ball for a Lele, Brigette, throw it on 2 Grubbins and a Vulpix, and hopefully we can get a switch and switch Vulpix into the active. Do I have a switch in this deck? I have a Float Stone, so hopefully we get a Float Stone, and whatever's in the active we can retreat into Vulpix and then start using Beacon to get our Vikavolt with Strong Charge, which you always want to get the Strong Charge up first because that lets your energies flow freely. So that's the reason why I have 3 Strong Charges in here. I have the 1 promo and then 2 from the set. And the reason I actually do have a reversed one too. I was gonna put all 5 in, but decided against it due to the space. Like you can't see what I have down at the bottom here because the numbers I have, because how much room this stuff takes up. But otherwise I would have probably which actually I probably could, in all honesty, have 1 of each kind of Vikavolt there. There we go. 5 different Vikavolts, 4 Grubbins. I'll put Bulu over here now. So now Bulu's first, and then we put in the Tapu Bulu, because having that no weakness is very useful in this deck. I could put another one in here, but I wanted to try, 1-1 of 1 Tapu Bulu, 1 Tapu Koko, because they are backup attackers in this deck. The main attacker is the Vikavolt with the giant HP. Speaking of Tapu Koko, we have Tapu Koko-GX here, this promo for this one as well, with Arrow Trail. So we try to keep him in our hand until we have at least 2 to 3 electric energies down. He's good for like the last attack or something like that if you have like a lot of damage onto your Vikavolt and need to just knock out something with that 130 damage. Tapu Koko-GX is really good for that. We also put Flying Flip Tapu Koko in here. I personally like the artwork for the one from the pin collection more than the figure collection. But here we have that one with Flying Flip. And that pairs very well with Gigatron GX if they can they do 80 damage together. And then we got 2 Lele's. We pulled our second one on the last video. So now we have 2 Lele's. We're going to have 2 in this deck for that support. We ended up going with no Shamans this time. We had 1 Shaman in earlier. We took it out to put in Vulpix, because I thought Vulpix can get me what I need rather than like trying to dig with Shaman and like not getting what I'm actually looking for. And then we also have, one Energy Recycler. I usually run 2, but found recently that Brock's Grit works a little bit better, and it's okay to have it as a supporter because you can access it with VS Seeker. We have 4 rare candies. I'm just going to show off the pretty one. And then 3 other ones. We got 4 Ultra Balls here. 4 VS Seeker, pretty standard. 1 Brigette for that first turn setup. 1 Hex Maniac in case you want to prevent your opponent from setting up, or like against the Metagross match, you want to shut off their ability to get their energy up for a turn. It does well like that. It's been used against me a couple times in testing as well to shut off my strong charge, which does put me a turn back usually. We got 2 Lysanders, because it's Lysander. We got 4 ends with no shaman for draw support. You want to up your count of ends so you can get through your deck and find the cards you're looking for instead of the cards that are showing up. 1 Koko-GX just to be in there. The extra 20 damage can help occasionally. Vikavolt does 180 with a Koko-GX. You can hit 200 without having the choice band on. Tapu Bulu with 20 more can hit 140 and keep all his energy. He can hit 200 and without a choice band as well. For those Wailords we're going to run into. We have 3 Sycamores for general draw support. We have, I believe it's 2. I can click on them here. We have 2 choice bands, 1 Floatstone, and 1 Wide Lens. And Wide Lens is in here specifically for Gigatron GX. For that once in a blue moon, I might be able to pull it off. It might be better to actually take out the Koko-GX and the Wide Lens. If you have anything that you feel like would fit better in here, like those are 2 cards that are more easily cut. We have 6 Grass Energy and 6 Lightning Energy, keeping it pretty even because, like I said, we need to have Electric Energy for Tapu Koko, but Grass Energy for Tapu Bulu. Lele doesn't care. It'll take either or. But that is the basic deck, so we're going to go ahead and jump over to the Versus Ladder. The new Versus Ladder. I didn't change anything, did I? So I gotta resave. And this is Electric Swarms. That is the deck name. Oh, that's right. We want sleeves. We want good sleeves. Let's go with the Tapu Koko sleeves, actually. There they are. Elite Trainer Box Tapu Koko Electric Swarms. So that is the name of our deck. It's this one though, not this one. This is another one I was testing, but this one seemed to run a little better, so we're playing with that one. So like I said, let's go to some verses. It's a new versus ladder. You get a Zygarde at the end of it. I have plenty of Zygardes, but you get a Zygarde at the end of it. Let's see, can we find an opponent? Fabio Fantasy. So let's see. We're gonna flip the coin, we're gonna flip tails. We like looking at those Alolan stars. Hey, we went first. Yes, let's go first. We like to go first. Keep that Tapu Koko in our hand. Check this out, 2 Grubbins right off the bat. Very nice. If we get a rare candy, we can get that Vikavolt up on the second turn. And they start Lele. That sucks. What do I want to do here? I'm going to attach the Floatstone. It's no harm putting a Grass Energy down. And we're going to go ahead and end. I don't want Koko yet. Lysandre Kukui, rare candy. We can do it next turn as long as they don't end us. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball here. We will toss that Kukui and Lysandre, put them in the discard so we can access them later. Now here, what do I want to get? Kind of want to get the Alolan Vulpix, but I could also use the Brigette but Tapu Bulu is prized. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the general start. You know, show off our full art Lele here. Go ahead and do the general start here of Brigitting on the first turn. And we have some good cards in our discard for our... Why am I thinking of Brigitting when... Oh well, I'm gonna retreat. Lele can take a hit better than Grubbin. I don't know why I'm thinking I can Brigit after I end late, so sometimes mistakes happen. So we're facing Eevee. Is this another, I was facing a lot of Garbodor decks earlier. I wonder if this is the same thing. Ooh, missed it. A bursting balloon on the Lele and a double colorless energy drive for a simple 40 damage. Here we go now. We're gonna go ahead and use that Rare Candy, get that strong charge up there. Very nice, very, very nice. We can't knock it out with them. So I guess let's go ahead and Brigit. It's the only supporter we have. Yes. Let's grab the Vulpix and see what happens. We will go ahead and throw in... I don't want to attack, so I'm going to put an energy on Grubbin. Strong charge. And put the other two energies on a different Grubbin. Or I'll spread it for now. I'll spread the energies for now. I didn't want to take 60 damage for no reason. Wow, more. 80 damage. Okay, now it's time to retreat. I think I'm going to evolve this one over here. Go ahead and put this here. I think I'm going to try to Shocking Jaw him. Nah, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the beacon. And then strong charge for this Grubbin here. And it's okay that I have a lot of energy on Grubbin, I think, because he will still be able to even if he gets knocked out and sent to this card, I have Energy Recycler and Brock's Grit to be able to bring back those specific cards. Ooh, a Hex Maniac. Does not like my ability. Energy Drive on that little Vulpix. Now, this makes it interesting. What do I want to do here? Because I could go for the Shocking Jaw. He's at such high retreat. Let's just go ahead and put Vikavolt up here until we decide he at least has free retreat. There we go. The fancy Rare Candy giving us what we need right when we need it. Can evolve that other one. And yes, we have no cards in hand, but we don't need anything else. We can simply Super Zap Cannon right here, knock out the Lele for 2 prizes, and get rid of, sure, one of each, I think. Get 2 prizes for the Lele. And there's our Tapu Bulu, secondary attacker. And Eevee's up here. Let's see what he does. Rescue Stretcher pulls out that Lele so we can get set up finally. Not even sure what we're facing yet. Slowstone on the Eevee. Sure, it's like a psychic Espeon or something. Espeon must be prize though. Lele for Sycamore. I must have been dead drawing. Ooh, so many VS Seekers. Was that double colorless? The nice one? Look at that. That is so pretty. Honchkrow. So it's a spread damage with Espeon. And then... yeah, okay. Special charge of getting those ones back up there. Energy Evolution, it's a Umbreon. So right now, Honchkrow can do 120 damage since I retreated Tapu Lele. Now I wonder... ooh, Field Blower. Floatstone, probably? Yeah, definitely gonna Field Blower my Floatstone. Now the question is, will Umbreon do some damage to one of the Charjabugs, the Vikavolt, or will it do it to the Tapu Lele? And the reason I ask this is because the Honchkrow back there is the real threat. So we just did 30. Okay. We got Bulu. We'll go ahead and put him down here. We're going to put an energy down on the Vikavolt. How much does he have? 70 HP, just out of range. I think our best bet is to actually Charge Beam here. Oof, low on energy. Get both those onto Tapu Bulu. And we are going to Charge Beam here. Getting 50 damage and grabbing a Grass Energy. Yeah. Set up the Super Zap Cannon next turn. So now we have to worry about Raven's Claw. Does 10 more damage for each damage counter on all your opponent's Pokemon. Right now it's 120, 140, 170. It does 170 damage right now, Honchkrow does, with Raven's Claw, with the double colorless energy. Oh, he ended me. That's very nice. Ha! Throwing out the Honchkrow. Now, did I throw it? Yes, I did. See, that was the reason for throwing the Lysandre into the discard, is so that right now I can go ahead and Lysandre up that yeah, I can Lysandre up that either that Umbreon or the Lele for some easy prizes. Although I'm tempted to take out the Honchkrow due to the fact that that is where the like right now that is where the damage can come from. Now I can take out the Umbreon with my Tapu Bulu as well. Maybe that's what I want to do. And I have two VS Seekers, so I can just Lysandre this turn and Lysandre next turn. We're going to go ahead and retreat into the Tapu Bulu. We'll get rid of an electric energy, I guess. And we are going to Nature's Judgment. We do not need to do 60 more damage since we already have that 50 in there already. Take 2 more prizes. Now we have to worry about Honchkrow giving a one-shot, but we have the ability to come back and take Lele as a prize. The slow start really hurt my opponent. Energy Lotto finds the double colorless, attaches it to Honchkrow, does 100, 200, and 200 damage. 200 damage with Honchkrow right now. Let's see if he ends me. He needs to end me to get that VS Seeker out of my hand. Very nice, very nice. Considering how stuck I am. Did I forget to evolve last turn? Yeah, I did. Oh my god. It drew the Lysandre though. Yeah, that's just overkill at that point. 240 damage from Honchkrow. You saw it here. Honchkrow is a beast. Very, very good game from my opponent, but it was just too late by that point. I was able to get the cards I needed in order to just Super Zap Cannon for the win. Doesn't matter what I discard. That is the game. So there's a Vikavolt, how that works. Against a very interesting Honchkrow deck, a dark Honchkrow deck. It seems like it has potential if the damage adds up. They could have, if they didn't get so far behind right away, it could have been a close game. Very good game, Babia Fantasy. So that will be, oh, we can look at their deck. They had 2 Umbreons, 3 Honchkrows, and the 2 Tapu Kokos. Very, very nice deck there. Pretty simple. A lot of secret rares and stuff. 3 Magma's Base, a Brigette, Full Art Brigette, Full Art Kukui, Full Art Sycamore, 3 of them. They have definitely traded up. Full Art Double Colorless, or Secret Rare Double Colorless actually. Very, very blinged out deck from my opponent. And, exit. There we go. No, I didn't exit. There we go. So, that was Vikavolt. I will go right here, export the deck, and make sure it gets onto the description so you guys can see it. On our next thing, we're going to play with Xerneas. So, I've been watching a lot of Lycanroc Raichu decks, and I thought, who else can benefit from all these new tools from Guardians Rising? And I was like, duh, Xerneas. Rainbow Force with the new tools with like a Lycanroc and all those extra things can just do massive damage with the choice band and everything. So I traded up, get a bunch of these. I have a deck that, let me just exit out of this one. I have a deck that is almost ready. Just got to do a few more things to it and test it. And we're ready to go. I've been also trying out Xerneas Break with Dragonair, but that wasn't working as well either. But we will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned this week for some more legendary battles. I added up the comments, and it looks like we are going to have Ninetales Sylveon versus Rayquaza. So tune in for that tomorrow, and another pack opening. And for, like I said, next time on PTCGO, we are going to do that. Friday is some Rainbow Road. And then Saturday, tuned in for the next legendary battle of Drampa versus Tapu Koko. And Drampa has a mystery partner. So, we'll see you guys on the next video. This has been DapperDraBy, but I'll bid you guys Alola. Ooh, look at that. Full Art Steven.